Oh,
The Empowerment Show aims to equip individuals with the necessary tools, knowledge, and confidence to make informed decisions and take control of their lives. It also focuses on ensuring access to essential resources and the opportunities.
All right, good evening. Good evening. How you guys doing this evening? We hope everything is well. This is the Empowerment Show. My name is Kendall Stevenson. Of course, I'm the host of the show. We would like to start this show off always by being grateful for something. For me, right now, I'm grateful for family and friends. I seem to have an abundance of both, and I got the opportunity for them to show me all the love. It was a great time. It was a good time, and it uplifted me. So this evening, we are going to talk to a youth specialist. The WES is
is Youth Empowerment Services.
okay, Youth Empowerment Services, and he is a youth empowerment specialist. His name, as you can see, is Deshaun Chacon. How are you, young man?
Pretty good yourself.
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. We were talking a little while ago. I just want to bring that up. I know when you within your organization, you have a lot of things that are going on, right?
Yes.
And I want to know, I just want to go over this hump before we start talking about the things that you do. How you funded?
So currently we get a grant from Monroe County Career Link, which we have a grant specialist write the grants and basically explain what the program is. So we have summer youth employment program, summer education camp, and summer skill training that we run during the summer. That all gets grant specialists to pay for the funds. Overall, the details, I'm not quite knowing what's the specifics, but I know with that money, we help to serve the community and help the students with a minimum number of range that the county give to us to basically give them work experience, work ethics, responsibilities, and earn a paycheck during the 6 weeks of the program.
When did the program start?
So it already started from June 23rd and is going to be finished August 1st.
Okay. So a person would have to had registered when?
Ooh, they would have to register around, I want to say May. May was the first appointment that we made. And by March, we were already, close to finish.
Is there an age limit?
So the age limit is 14 to 24. Usually during the summer, I get about 18, the oldest, 24-year-olds. I help them more to find a more better paying job because I only have a limit of how much to pay them. And then, provide them other services that if they want to get into trade, I could provide them with Career Link to help them out to get into a trade program.
Yeah, I asked you about funding because I just wonder how is this big, better bill? Is that going to affect you guys? Because they seem to be taking funding from all the social services. It seems that I don't want to get too political, but it seems like as though they're rewarding rich people and they're punishing the poor by taking all the funding away. So I'm just wondering if they did that to you guys.
No. So we're safe right now. We have a great team, especially my director, Christy Hammond. She's doing a phenomenal job to make sure everything is funded. There's no any hiccups. There's no issues because as I mentioned, we're helping the community out. So no matter what direction we're going to go, we always have a backup plan to make sure the kids in the community are served.
I heard you talking about feeding the children. What is that program about?
So during the summer, I have summer skill training. That's basically helping out students who ages 14 to 15 to get a job that's 3.5 hours learning a skill. And then the other 3.5 hours, they're learning or they're working. But during those 3.5 hours, they're basically getting provided food. They're learning a new skill, which this year we're having marketing and also carpentry. And then for working, they're just cleaning up the building as a custodial. During that time, we feed them breakfast and lunch with the partnership of Wawa. So with that grant and contract that we have with them, we're able to give them the food they need, the energy they need, and also the focus during the classroom too, because we have 2 teachers who's teaching the marketing and one is teaching the carpentry.
Okay, since you're a nonprofit 501(c), right? So do you accept donations?
Yes, we do.
I know you said Wawa donates and Wawa provides food. Do you have any other organizations that you like to maybe give a shout out that donate to you guys?
Wawa. On top of it, my head, not necessarily. If I have Justin Ortiz, one day if I could bring him in, he could give you the whole list of people.
Oh, Justin. you know, he's always welcome. Anybody you want to bring on this show, you know, it's always welcome. We're always glad to have you come on the show because we're very thankful to have friends like you on the show. And the service that you provide for the youth and the community is above and beyond. It's excellent. See, he smiles, but I know what he does. I watch him. I watch this young man. I watch the looks on those kids' faces when I happened to be there one time at a meeting, and I looked at those kids' faces, man, and they love you. They think you're the best. They do. They think the world of you, man. And then I looked at the parents' faces, and they trust you. So that's a good thing is when the parents trust you, and the kids they look up to you. So that's an outstanding feature that you have. So tell me a little bit more about the program and how's it run.
So the Summer Youth Employment Program, as I mentioned, runs from June 23rd to August 1st. During those 6 weeks, I have different locations that I'm working with the community to basically be mentors to the students. Besides being mentor to students, they're getting a free worker for those 6 weeks. But as I mentioned to the supervisors and the directors of that location, even though this is a free worker, I want them to teach everything they know in their work life and the
Mhm.
work skills to give them that skill set for later on in the future. So either they're learning about culinary, they're learning about office worker, um, maintenance. I have a few people who's doing what's it called? Work in the path. I got wings in the prayer, got cookies, Northampton Community College with the camp, Career Link doing the office work in the front desk, organizing papers, answering phone calls, greeting people in the front. If I can
How about
remember all,
I'm just curious, just to throw it out there. How about
yeah.
cosmetology?
Cosmetology, I was supposed to have it. I did have a barber school, but
Uh-huh.
unfortunately, with the amount of students I had this year, and I need to make sure I accommodate the parents too, because I don't want them to travel half an hour to almost an hour to a different location. Every location I have, I try to accommodate the parents because that's the main thing that is my goal is for them not to spend that much money on gas.
Hmm.
And then for the kids not to have to wake up so early in the morning, even though this is a work experience, but to enjoy what they're doing. So I did had a possibility to get a cosmetology, but unfortunately I wasn't able to place anybody there.
Would that be the Design Beauty and Barber Academy in Stroudsburg?
No, that would have been Trinity Academy.
Oh, Trinity.
Near,
Trinity is a very good academy as well.
yeah, that
But
was
for
in Route
yeah,
611.
yeah, they're also in Stroudsburg as well. And I think they're a pretty good school. I think they got
Oh yeah.
a yeah. I think they're pretty good, especially when it comes to teaching young men and young women about beauty and how to take care of themselves, groom themselves, give themselves haircuts, gives everybody else haircuts. You know,
Yeah.
of course, that didn't apply to you. All right. So this young lady is sitting up here, and I guess everybody wants to know who she is. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? She's my co-host for the day.
Hello, everyone. I'm Neve Gray. I am Kendall's grandniece, and I am a guest on the show to learn more about the youth empowerment services as a whole, especially for myself. And that is pretty much why I'm here.
Now, how old are you?
I am 15 years old. I turned 16 on the 10th of
You don't
this
know how old
month.
you are?
I am. I know. No.
You sure?
Yes, it just
Okay.
took me a minute.
Yeah. Our birthday is on my anniversary. It's kind of
Oh.
hard to get. Yeah, my wedding. Hey, go ahead, tell us about you. What school are you going to school, or what are you doing?
I am going to CCA, Commonwealth Charter Academy, which is a very good school if you need it's an online school, so it really works well with parents who have really long hours at work and they need their kids to be home and safe and they can be comfortable. The school offers a lot of nice services like cosmetology classes, different languages classes. You can go on field trips, go to museums and stuff, explore the town around you and meet classmates and stuff. The school is just really good as a whole, and I definitely recommend it to a bunch of other kids. And
What grade are you in?
I am currently going to 11th grade.
So next year you'll be looking to maybe join his program or something like that, and
Yes.
because he may be looking to get into cosmetology next year, or maybe something you might, I got to tell you something about the youth, and you'll probably say the same thing. But when they're 14, they have an idea in their head. By the time they're 16, that idea has changed to something else. By the time they're 17, they're switching over to something else. So it takes them a little while to kind of, they say they want to start something, but then they'll see something else and they may gravitate or levitate towards that.
Yeah.
But I mean, Mr. Chacon here, it seems like he has a wide range of choices.
Yeah.
He's also a counselor.
Oh, that is the really.
So if you need somebody to discuss and talk, I'm just taking over. Go ahead, brother. Please tell her about yourself, because you guys go ahead and need to talk. She's the youth. You're a youth counselor. She's trying to get more information about what to do with her life and her future. So what would you suggest?
So overall, what I will usually do for students your age is I'm going to make an appointment with you and your parents to sit down to see what direction you want to go in life. Because if you already have an idea, which is fantastic for being a 15-year-old who has already a mindset of like, oh, I want to do cosmetology. But as Kendall mentioned, sometimes the mindset changed here and there. I had a student who's currently, or was 14 when I started, now 16, who was all about marine biologists, want to know about everything in the sea. And then I introduced him to criminal justice. I had somebody who spoke about criminal justice and learn about anthropology, forensic science, and basically detective. Then that's when he switched around. He said, you know what? I want to apply to Northampton Community College to learn about criminal justice more, because that got a little taste in my brain of what to do for the future. So as Kendall mentioned, mindsets change every time. Trust me, if I was able to repeat back when I was 14, 15, I would have changed so many times to the point that I wouldn't know what direction I would have gone. And I think I would have been in $1,000 of debt. But I enjoy what I'm doing. Even though my degree was in criminal justice and my whole mindset was to become a lawyer, now that I'm in the direction of molding the youth, I enjoy 100%. It's teaching the youth how to be better adults than I am. Because me, myself, if I didn't have a mentor when I was younger, I don't know which direction I would have been right now.
See, I've been watching this young lady for a little while now, and I know she wants to get into cosmetology. I think she would make a great lawyer. She's a straight A student, honor roll student, straight A. I'm not kidding you. Like every class is an A behind it. You understand? I think she actually, this is just in my opinion, she can do what she wants. I think it's I think she could use her talents in other ways, because she likes to help people. And being a criminal lawyer, or not even a civil lawyer, a civil suit lawyer, or someone that works for, what do they call it, the justice for to help out people ethnic people, such as yourself. I forget which kind of lawyer they call that, but civil rights lawyer. And there's all different types of lawyers. He understands. He went to law school, so. But a person with straight A's, I mean, it's just straight A's. You don't hear about that today, especially with the youth of today. Mostly you hear that they're getting in some kind of trouble somewhere. Maybe in the back of the school shooting some dice, or not even showing up to school or something like that. This is what you hear. I mean, come on. That's a reality, right? Trying to smoke a joint or something before they get to class. So she's none of that. She's none of that. I just think that, I don't know, I'm the type, you reach for the top of the mountain. That's all. You may not make it to the top, but you'll make it somewhere up there, And I don't know. Me, I couldn't read or write, like I tell you, until I was her age. So I was about 14 years old is when I started to learn how to read and write. I just couldn't imagine what would I be like if I had started like 5 years old, like most people. They can start to read or write. Where would my life be? Would I have been a criminal lawyer? Yeah, I didn't have mentors or people like you around me. And there are a lot of kids that grew up the way I grew up. They're growing up that way now. And in these, especially in this economy, the money is hard to get. The education is hard to get because they want to take all the money and the fundings out of education. It's bad enough right now that teachers have to buy their own supplies for their classrooms because there's very little funding. Fortunately for her, she's going to school online. So basically, you send her the books, you read the books. It's like a one-on-one deal. You better pass the classes because everything is on you. There's very little help from the teachers. I know they may step in every now and then if you call, help me, but pretty much when you're taking online courses, that's on you. And sometimes taking online courses are much harder than taking going to a brick and mortar school.
Yes, that I could 100% agree.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
sorry. I did do online classes during my time at ESU, and I hated it so much because it got to the point that I don't understand. When I ask for a teacher help, as he mentioned, sometimes they just reverberate the syllabus. And then from there, at that point, I'm more of a face-to-face type person. I dislike doing online learning to the point that I'd rather go into the school and just sit down to the library, read the book, and do the online class there.
Listen, you're actually the one that took the online courses. So what are they? Are they difficult? How were they to you?
In my opinion, my online courses they can be difficult depending on the course that you are in or taking. Also depends on how much you ask for help and take notes and study and actually pay attention in the class as a whole. In my freshman year, I do believe I took Spanish. That was really hard for me because it's like you can ask for help, but you can't ask for help as much as you can being on a screen. Like you have to physically be in a separate room and physically be one-on-one with the teacher where you can ask your own questions and be comfortable and take notes and study differently. That course was definitely hard as opposed to your normal English, math, history, science. That's the normal norm. That's easy for me. But taking different electives and stuff, those courses can be difficult if you are not a learner that can do well being online versus in person. So it's a very different skilled mindset. So I definitely think that you should think first about it, if you should do it this way or do it the other way, because it really depends on the person's perspective and point of view and the way that their mind works with taking online courses versus in-person courses, as you were saying, the brick and mortar. It really just depends on how you can work in those situations.
Lawyer.
That's 100% true because, as I mentioned, me as a person, I did not like online school, but some people strive on that.
Yeah, well, it's all
person,
about. It's basically with online training, is basically about management, time management.
Yes.
If you can manage your time and say, okay, from this time to this time, I have to be here, I have to study, I have to get this work done and out, you'll be okay. It's the ones that procrastinate. Those are the ones that pretty much don't smile. Those are the ones that usually have an issue. See, with the online courses, because they need someone to tell them, sit your little butt down in that class. You better be here by 10 o'clock. If you're not here by 10 o'clock, you missed the test. You get an F, you see. But you don't get that when you're online. Everything is up to you. You see how mature this young lady sounds? I'm just listening to her. She's so articulate. I listen to a lot of the youth of today, and they're with the slang language, and they can barely speak to each other, but I'm listening to her, and it's just it's amazing. Do you have any questions for Mr. Chacon?
I think pretty much on any question that I probably had was answered at the beginning when he was explaining his empowerment services for the youth and how it works and the different the age limits and when it's sign up, what he offers. So I think all of my questions are pretty much answered. I don't think I have any questions for him, actually.
Well, how do you get in contact with him?
Okay, that is a good question. How do I get in contact with you?
Yeah, so for my phone number is 570-620-2850, extension number 304.
I'm going to ask you to repeat that, young man. 570.
570-620.
620-620. I'm not a typist. Go ahead.
2850.
2850. Okay, let me just put that up on the board so that people can see it.
And there's going to be extension 304.
Okay, now he tells me that.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you call the Curlink office, just ask for Deshaun, and they should direct you right to me.
Okay.
That was what extension to 304?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, mind you, during the summer, it's going to be hard to catch me. But if you want my email, I could give you that. And that, I have that in my pocket 24/7, and I always constantly answer my emails.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, get the email out. She's gonna write it
So
down.
it's going to be the first initial of my name, D,
Okay.
my last name, CHACON,
Okay.
the @ sign, P for
Mhm.
Pocono, PSFC, Pocono Service for Families and Children. So .org.
Now I gotta tell you, she's definitely looking for a mentor or someone to at least maybe give us some guidance as
Yeah.
a direction. I know
And the
she's
thing
very
is,
smart, very articulate, and she's been doing very well at moving in certain circles. But after a while, we have to move up a little bit, and that's where a mentor would come in at. Got
yeah.
me?
And the thing is, if she still wants to do cosmetology by the time that she turns 18, working alongside with CareerLink under the umbrella, I could help her get into that trade and pay for that cosmetology. So nothing comes out of her pocket.
Okay.
And basically, any supplies that she buys, we could be able to pay it back. Now, that's if the mindset still stays there when you turn 18. If it
Okay.
changes, if it changes, you could still contact me and say, hey, I want to do this now, and I'm 17, close to 18. Is there a way for CareerLink and Pocono Service of Family Children to help me pay for this trade? If there's a possibility, 100% I could say yes. But
Let's say
that's
she
what
decides, hey, I want to be a lawyer.
law school, I may not be able to do that because that has to do with more than 2 years of college or school
Okay.
years. So if it falls within the 2 year range, that's when I can help out. Anything else that extends more than 2 years, that's the part I'm like, okay, we might need to look to another direction. But I could also refer you to other people that I know in the law area or in criminal
Mhm.
justice.
Okay.
But cosmetology, definitely, because it's a 2 year. So it's saying as
Yeah.
long as it's within that 2 year range, like a community college range, then you guys can help out a child with financially, and so you give them all the different type of support that they need.
Yes.
Okay, it was a hot day today. And I'm telling you, it was, whoo, man, it was hot today, and the humidity was way up there, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was way up there. Not to bring us off course, Mr. Chacon, but
No,
man,
trust me.
I know you can't really tell, but I'm sweating my ass off, man. I got to put money in the sweat job now. Come on, okay. We got a thing on the show that every time you say one of those little words that are not truly accepted, then we have to put money in our little sweat jar, and at the end of the year, we take the little bit of money, which I usually drop $1 in there. But at the end of the year, we take the money and we donate the money to the American Cancer Society.
That's really
That's
nice.
fantastic.
Yeah. Well, I'm a cancer survivor. I imagine I'll know exactly when October gets around. But yeah, I'm a cancer survivor, so I think I need to get back. The doctors were phenomenal, and they did an excellent service, just like you do. They perform excellent work. They're pillars of the community, just like you are. And believe me, when I first met this young man, and I pulled up to where he was at, and I got out the Jag, and I looked up, and I said, "Oh my God!" I'm looking straight out. Then I'm looking at, where did this man stop at? I tell him, I says he's like a sumo wrestler, man. But this man right here. He really has done some wonderful things for this community, for the youth of this community. I know I've seen him do it. I've seen him in action. And if anybody else would like to donate, where would they donate money to and help you out? Funding, volunteer? Do you accept volunteers?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So if they want to volunteer, they just need to contact Pocono Service of Family Children and either talk to Rose Walsh, Christy Hammond, or Justin Ortiz. They will direct them to where the money should be sent to, which should be sent to Justin Ortiz. Mm-hmm. And then for volunteer, will be wonderful for our new location, which is Ramsey, which we're going to do our grand opening around August, I believe, at the end of the month. And that's going to be basically a brand new location for us to work for before and after care, Head Start, and basically my program as well, where I bring students from ages 14 to 24, and especially the younger kids from 5 to 12 too.
Okay, so if a young lady such as her, if she wanted to volunteer, maybe mentor some of the other youth, would that be possible?
Yeah, if she wants to volunteer and mentor one of the youth, she could contact me directly. That part, I could help her see who she wants to mentor exactly, what type of mindset of mentorship she wants to do, and then I could partner up with a student that who needs that type of guidance.
That's outstanding. That's outstanding. Don't you think that's outstanding? Do you think that may be something you might want to try? Or
I will definitely consider it and keep it in a file in my mind for the near future or
you
maybe
gotta
a month or
love her,
two.
right? I tell you, she's like she should be a politician or something. Jesus, you saw the way she spun that around so quick.
Yeah.
Wow, politicians are good at that spinning stuff. I put your number down here at the bottom, and if anybody needs to get in contact with you, this is the number that they should call. And the email address, you gave her the email address, correct?
Yes, but
Yes.
I might have wrote down the wrong thing.
She may have written it down incorrectly. So let's see if we can make sure we get it up there correctly. And what would that be? It's let me just D as in what? Go ahead.
DCHACON @ P S F
P as in Paul.
P as Pocono, S for
Okay.
service, F for family,
Oh, you lost me. I'm still at P.
P for Pocono,
Uh-huh.
S for service,
Uh-huh.
F for family,
Okay.
C for children,
Gotcha.
.org.
.org.
Yes.
.org. Now let's put this up there. Big. Like that. Just like that. So this is the email address. Please, get in contact with them. If you have children at home and that your children are of a certain age and you think they may need some guidance, give them a call. Give them a call. I'll send them an email. I'm sure he'd be more than willing to help out the children there. As I said, he's exceptional with them. Okay. All right. We're gonna wrap it up a little bit here because I do a little 30-minute jammy. So I'm gonna wrap it up. And but you guys, I got a little treat for you guys next week. I got a singer coming on. And she's a jazz singer. And she is, whoa, man. Let me tell you, I do photography work. So I'm out at an event. And she would happen to be singing there. And I'm taking pictures of this young lady. I had to stop, put the camera down to listen to this woman sing. I'm working and I'm stopped to put this camera down, fold my legs over just to listen to her sing because she was outstanding. So make sure everybody tunes in next week. And please, please hit the subscriber button because, we like to stay in service here. We got a sponsorship and we're getting ready to do another commercial with her. And that will be Willie Mae. If anybody want to know, that's Willie Mae. She's down in Gilbert, a soul food restaurant. The food there is outstanding. She cooked me some grits and cheese one day. Whew, man. I don't know if you like soul food, but man, it was pumping. She's right on 209. She's down in Gilbert. You can look her up online. The name of the restaurant is called Willie Mae. So, and then she also has a winery now. Okay, so you can look that up too. All right. My name is Kendall Stevenson. This is my brother, Mr. Chacon, and we're going to say peace. As always, I tell people to be yourself because everybody else is taken. So, Mr. Chacon, have a good evening. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll wrap to you later, okay? All right. Well, it's time for us to end the show, and that's pretty much what we're going to do. So please sit back. I hope that you enjoyed the show, and if you do, give us a like. And please subscribe. Bye.